"We're winning, right?" one of the guys asks as she approaches. His T-shirt is a dark red, bringing out the pink in his nose, the freckles on his hands. It had taken Joe a while to get used to people's skin in Australia. Even for the average person, it is more weathered, it tells more of a story. It's the sun, bringing everything to the surface. "You'll see," she says. "They are, by a mile." She hands them their sheet and they crowd over it. All except one woman who doesn't check to see how they scored. She's wearing bright lipstick and seems uncomfortable. Her shoulders are stiff. Joe didn't see her here last week. There's often someone like this in a group, someone who knew none of the answers and felt more and more like an idiot as the game progressed. Round by round, Joe would see their eyes glaze over as their focus turned inward. Now she smiles at the woman over the heads of the others. The woman seems surprised and smiles back in a pained sort of way. Joe passes out the rest of the sheets. Up close, she can see the group near the door are related, the same green eyes, some lined with wrinkles, smile at her as she drops the sheet. The table in the corner all have beards. The group in their early 20s on the far wall have tattoos that are so new they look like they've been drawn on their smooth forearms and thighs with felt-tip markers. She has one sheet left in her hands. It's for Eric's team, but their seats are empty. Their dinner plates haven't been cleared yet, massacres of tomato sauce on porcelain under scrunched-up napkins. She leaves their sheet in the centre of the table, goes to find them outside. The dimming evening air is cool enough to wake her up a little. She stopped taking her sleeping pills a few weeks ago and her insomnia is back. It's not as torturous this time. She used to lay awake with her uncertainty spinning the room. Now, lying next to Eric, she thinks about their future. It grounds her. His group is sitting at a wooden table in the beer garden, smoking. Ashwan, Alice, Brianna, and Eric. They fit together too, in a way that isn't as easy to identify. It's something in the confidence of their laughs, the way they gesticulate with their cigarettes, the concavity of their shoulders from too long hunching over academic journals. On their first date, Eric had first told her that his PhD was on the commodity culture of cult television. She thought he was joking. He'd been offended when she'd laughed. "You need to put rice on it," Eric is saying to Ashwan, who shares his office space at the university. "Nah, don't do that. It gets under your keyboard. Then every time you hit a key, it crunches. It's awful." "Didn't you use quinoa or something that time?" "Nah, bulgur wheat. Stupid." "I already dried it anyway and it's working." Eric puts an arm around Joe as she slots in next to him. "How'd you dry it?" "Just with a fucking towel." They laugh at that. Then Brianna takes the sheet from Joe, but doesn't bother checking how they did. Brianna is her only real friend here in Sydney. When Joe realised she wasn't going to make rent just from her trivia nights, Brianna got her a job at the cafe where she works. Brianna dropped out of her arts PhD in her first year, and now she's putting herself through law school making coffee. "Eric, can you please convince Joe not to go to Broome? She has no clue what she's in for." Joe laughs. It's endearing how close anger and kindness are for Brianna. "I can't convince her to do anything she doesn't want to do." That's not true. And anyway, Joe no longer has any intention of going to Broome. She can't. Alice blows out her smoke, smiles. "I went on a road trip around there, 6 years ago, with Lauren when we first started going out." "That's a way to break the ice," Eric says. He holds his cigarette out, away from the group. Its smoke dissolves into the greying sky. There is an elegance to the bend of his wrist. "What was it like?" Joe asks. "So beautiful." Joe knows that. She's Googled it. Red dirt, huge blue skies. It didn't look like anywhere she'd been before. "Yeah, but it's isolated, right?" Brianna says. "And there's some absolute creeps out there." Alice thinks about it, fiddles with her bottom lip, running a finger along it like she's remembering a kiss. "So we were driving around in a 4-wheel drive, camping along the way. It was always fine, really nice. But this one night, we were at a campground and there wasn't anyone else. It was kind of cool."